Hello and welcome to another episode of Friday Fly Day. Today we're tying a bead head flashback pheasant tail in size 14. This is a wonderful fly to use as a point fly on double nymph rig or under a dry dropper. Such an effective fly and a must have for any fly box. So let's go. We'll be tying these hooks on size 14 barbed Kumho hooks available from I Love Fly Fishing. We'll be using a 2.5mm black nickel tungsten bead. We're using some pheasant tail, some Peacock herl, some flash material of your choice, some small copper wire, and some HO black uni thread. Okay, with the hook and the vise, start laying a base of thread. First I always wrap a few wraps inside the bead if it's a slotted bead that just sort of traps it there. And then just start laying a base of thread all the way back to the bend of the hook. There we go. Snap that off, or you can break it off. Now I'm going to tie some thin copper wire on the near side of the hook, on my side. Tie that in, and that's so that the first wrap goes, when you counterwind, goes underneath the tail. Get some pheasant tail fibers, probably pick about 6 or 8. And with the base. Now measure your tail about half the length of the hook shank. Pinch it on top of the hook with your left hand or your other hand. Pull it up in between your fingers and do a pinch wrap. Back, make sure it's nice at the back of the hook. And make sure those materials are on top. Another wind. I do one behind the fibers. Try not to catch any when you do that. And then go forward. Okay. So just go back just to behind those. And now you can either wind them by hand or you can use your rotary vise, and make sure you come right back underneath that tail. Okay, right back underneath the tail, and then wrap forward with nice tight wraps. Okay, you don't have to come that far forward, but in this case you tie those materials in. Okay, make sure they're nice and secure, and then you can snip them off. Now your copper wire you're going to counterwind, and now that means this comes underneath the tail and then goes up, and then you can do nice even wraps all the way forward, trying to get 3 or 4 wraps in before where you're going to start the thorax. Okay, tie that off, nice and secure, and then you can just helicopter that off. Okay, now go back to where you want to start the thorax, probably about 1/3 down the hook. Okay, now you're going to tie in your flash. There you go. Now get a few more pheasant tail fibers, probably about 10. I tend to pick the shorter ones that I'm not going to use anyway. Now measure these, the length of the hook, just to get the tail length right, and then transfer that to your tie-in point and tie those in. Snip the extra material off. Now we're going to be tying in our peacock herl. For small flies that are small, I only use one. Fluff that up a little bit and tie it in. Now what I do is I actually wrap my peacock herl around my thread. Just makes it a little bit stronger. It looks slightly different, but it works for me. Tight wraps forward. Okay, so there. And tie that in. And you can just pinch it off. Okay. Now we'll bring our wing case over. Pheasant tail fibers first, and sort of spread them around the top of the hook. And a pinch wrap down. Okay. Now you can just use your thumbnail and just pinch them up and spread them already to each side, but don't tie them back yet. Now what I do is I bring over my flash, tie that in, couple of wraps, fold that back, and a couple of wraps, and I'll snip the flash off. And now I'm going to fold those legs back and down. Hit your fingers as well. So back and down, and then tie them back with a couple of wraps, and then whip finish. Now you can add super glue, or you can add head cement at this point, or you can do what I'm going to do now, something a little bit different. I like to add that over the top of the flash. I'm just going to add a little bit of Loon UV thick fly finish on top. Creates a little clear bulge and just makes that flash material look quite nice. Suck the excess up, and then hit that with your UV light, which my battery is going a bit flat. Okay, so that's how it looks. If you like these videos, please click the link above to see more of these videos, and also click the subscribe button to see all the videos I add weekly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.